It's easy to activate blog functionality on your storefronts, allowing you to create informative, SEO-ready articles for your user base. Here, we'll show you how to activate the blog feature and to get a sample blog created. In addition, we'll see how to add the blogs module to our storefront pages so that we can see featured blogs from any of our pages. So there's a few sections within the Infigo admin which are dedicated to the blog functionality. So if I just start searching blog, you'll see a few of them there. And I'm going to start off with my blog settings. By default, blogs are disabled on your storefront. This functionality is activated by clicking the blog enable checkbox and making sure that you hit save. Please note, this doesn't mean that blogs will now be automatically visible on your storefront pages, but we will cover this in a few minutes' time. So these additional settings covering all blogs are also present on this page, such as, for example, specifying whether unregistered readers can leave comments. You can control whether you get blog comment notifications, and you've got various visual settings in here as well, such as the use of blog featured images and the number of posts which are shown per page. So just some very generic settings to do with the display of blogs on your storefront. Next, I'm going to navigate to a separate section called blog posts. And here we'll take a look at creating a new blog post to begin with. So details on all of the existing blog posts are displayed here. Administrators do have the ability to view and edit these existing blogs in addition to creating brand new blog entries. So we'll just create a new blog entry by clicking add new on the top right. And now you're just constructing the content of that blog page. Now, this works in a very similar way to what you'll have seen with product landing page specifications, category page specifications. It's just you're basically constructing your content, and you've got numerous different ways in which you can construct your content. So, for example, as we'll see, you can use content templates. So we'll just fill in a few of these details to begin with. We've got title. This is a customer-facing title, so choose wisely for this one. Below that, we've got to choose whether or not the blog is published once we save it. So if you're still working on it and don't want to publish it immediately, you can leave that unchecked. You'll see in association with that, we also have published from and published to. So if it's a time-specific blog post, then you can choose between the dates and times which that post is available. We have the featured checkbox. So a featured blog will appear in the blog module, which we can add to your storefront pages. And again, we'll cover this in a few minutes' time. Next down, we have the input of a short description. This is an initial description for your blog post. This will be shown on the main blog page as a teaser for the blog post content. So people will see this content along with the title before they actually click on the blog post. Now, before we go ahead and modify any of the sort of main body content, we need to go ahead and save this. So I'll just click save and continue edit. And now we get the ability to modify the body editor content. So 3 ways of doing this, the same as you may have seen on products and categories and so on. Rich editor, code mirror editor if you want to write the HTML yourself, or what we recommend is the content template editor. This allows you to construct well-formatted content using our building block style system where you don't have to interact with HTML directly. If you need more information on how to use content templates, the Infigo Academy contains a lot of resources on that topic. So I'm just going to go ahead and very quickly create some basic content. And then once we've done that, we can scroll down. We then have the ability to choose a previous and a next blog post. So if we want this to be part of a series and give our users direct access to other related blog posts, for example, then we can specify specific posts which are related. So the previous one and the next one. You don't have to select those. Those are completely optional. Next, we have a featured picture. So this will be used in several locations, including a larger sort of hero image when you're actually viewing the blog post, and you'll see it as a sort of smaller featured image on the homepage and wherever else you have that blog module. And then finally on this page, we have the ability to apply tags if they are strictly relevant. This allows us to note similar themes between your blog posts. Okay, with that done, I'm going to go ahead and save that page. Just before we move away from here, you'll also notice that we have an SEO tab, so search engine optimization. Blog posts can be search engine optimization optimized with a range of helpful fields in the SEO tab, and you'll recognize this as being very, very similar to the SEO capabilities of product pages. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the blogs on our actual storefront. If I go to public store, just to take a look at my homepage, now I can put a link up here to blogs or whatever I need to do. For now, I don't have any direct link to blogs. One way we can do this is to go straight to the relevant URL, which I'll try first. So that's just /blog. And that will give us information on all of our available blogs. Again, we can change the layout of that page if it's not quite what we're after, but it's quite a nice blog page layout. Another thing we might want to do is to actually have the blog available for selection on the home page itself or another critical page within our storefront. So by default, the blog module is not present on any of the standard page layouts, and it's got to be added if you want to actually utilize it. On the page you wish to display the blog module, click on Show Layout Administration, which is this little icon on the bottom left. You'll only be able to see this if you're actually viewing the storefront as an administrator, so users won't see this. Specify the container in which you want to place that particular module, so the blog module in this case, and then choose the blog module from the module section. Click on Add Module to Container. The page will reload. And then we'll see that we now have that blog section in there. And that can be added to any page that we wish. Now, obviously that we've not gone through page layouts in a lot of detail there. There are other tutorials available in the Invigo Academy on managing page layouts. Please note that only blogs marked as featured will be displayed in this section. So users can access any of these blogs just by clicking on the featured tile. That will take you to that page. This includes the main hero image at the top. That's from the uploaded feature image that you provided. You've got the main blog content. You've got the tags, which will take you to associated blogs with the same tags if you click on either of those. And then we've got our navigation to other blog posts as well, if we specified them. Now, the blog post page layout may require further amendment using the layout administration panel, so the one I showed you earlier on. You may find the default blog page is missing some critical elements, such as the header bar or the footer. The layout administration panel can assist in adding these and formatting the page. The Invigo Academy contains resources on managing page layouts using this panel. Okay, so you'll also notice that it's possible to leave comments on our blog post. And again, who has the ability to leave comments will be based on what you've specified in the settings as to whether or not it can be anybody or if it's just people that are logged in. Now we can actually keep an eye on comments that we've received on our blog post inside Invigo admin. So if I go back to the admin area, search for blog yet again, and you'll see now we have the option for blog comments. And that will give you details on all of the comments that have been left on your different blog posts.